What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski and I'm back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, guys, we're going to be challenging the 30 stamina difficulty of the HANNYABAL Great Ambition Fortnite Dungeon. Now, as you guys might have seen on the channel, I was unable to upload a guide video, a breakdown of how to actually beat this, but in this video I'm going to try my best to provide some commentary over this, where I'm going to explain everything about this dungeon. Now, before we get into it, let's go ahead and break down some of the stuff that you can actually get in this dungeon. So obviously the boss character and the droppable boss is HANNYABAL himself, and we'll go through him after we actually beat the dungeon. He's actually really good. Then you have, I forgot the guy's name, the hidden boss, he's not that good, and Blue Gory, who's also droppable from the Impel Down story mode. The manuals you can get, or the skill books you can get, CP9 Khalifa, very nice skill. You can get CP9 Fukuro. The Strong World Luffy skill is also very nice to get as well. Wiper, Dr. Hilliuk, the CP9 story Khalifa, and the CP9 story Fukuro as well. The Onion Kids, or the Usopp Pirates, and the Cell Death, that was his name, Cell Death skill book is also available, the hidden boss of this dungeon as well. But without further ado, let's get straight into it now. This dungeon is actually not that hard at all. So we're going to be using a double monster chopper team, and the units all on here are pretty much just random units. You can really just run anything that you really want. Units that I do recommend though are Eustace Kid and Alvida. Now, Eustace Kid, obviously not a free-to-play character, but he's not needed, but he does help a lot in the final room. And then you have Alvida, and Alvida's Fortnite's actually out right now, so if you want to go ahead and farm her, you actually can go ahead and do that right now, because her Fortnite will be out for 1 week. So let's get straight into it. So welcome to my prison, here we go, let's get straight into it. Now, the only thing that we really need to make sure that we do in this dungeon is to make sure that our Alvida and our Kid are ready to go when we reach the final room. Now, obviously, because of the cooldowns of my characters, we will definitely have both of these characters ready to go by the time we reach the final room. Now, one thing that I do have to note in this dungeon is that in the 30 stamina version of this dungeon, when you actually kill off HANNYABAL, he will do 3,500 damage to you after he dies. So if you don't have at least 3,500 HP after you kill him, you will die and you will lose your run. So you have to be very careful about that. So that is exactly why we have Alvida here, because Alvida will go ahead and just mitigate some of that damage that HANNYABAL would be doing, and we can actually survive it, and we will end up winning our run. We just have to make sure that we activate our Alvida special by the time we are about to take down HANNYABAL, otherwise we will obviously die. Now, if you have characters like Log Luffy and Whitebeard who have lots and lots of HP, that will help significantly. And you know, if you have at least over 3,500 HP, then you actually don't even need to worry about anything in this dungeon. You don't actually need to run Alvida at all. You can just end up killing him, and you don't even have to worry about anything that HANNYABAL actually does. Now, we're at the final boss room right now. As you can see, very simple stuff. HANNYABAL will go ahead and buff his defense and shuffle your orbs, and when he shuffles your orbs, you can actually get bother orbs and blank orbs as well. So that's what makes this dungeon a little bit more tricky. We're going to go ahead and use Kid Special here to knock out some of the fodder characters, and we do have the Alvida Special, but we will save her for the time when we're about to take down HANNYABAL himself. I don't think I have enough damage output to take him out in one turn, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a lot of damage to him. Not going to take him down. But let's see what he actually does. I'm not too sure what he actually does. He just changes slots. Doesn't actually do anything else. So we can go ahead and use Alvida here, and then we can go ahead and just attack just as we normally would, and we can end up killing him off, and then you guys will see, boom, so we kill him off, and he does have that revive effect where he will actually just do some damage to us. But because we activated Alvida, we do mitigate a significant amount of that damage. We just get rid of all of that damage. Now, I forgot to actually say at the start of this Fortnite that it's actually, you can only bring strength units. I forgot to mention that. You can only bring strength units to this Fortnite, so Double Monster Chopper is definitely one of the better teams to bring. Obviously, you can run like a Double Blackbeard team. He works just as well. If you guys have Strongword Luffy, he also is really good because he gives a 2.5 times attack to your strength units, and also 3-day 2-year Frankie is pretty good as well as a captain. Now let's go ahead and overview some of these units. So here we have the Cell Death hidden boss character. He doubles chain multiply as a captain and changes dex, quick, and int slots on one of your columns. So that's okay, but then he binds himself for 3 turns. So you need to have level 3 anti-bind in order to make this guy actually useful, and his orb manipulation isn't really that good either. So he's not really a great character, but here is the main boss character, HANNYABAL. So he boosts the attack of driven characters if your HP is above 30%. But if it's below 30%, he will boost striker characters. Now that boost that he gives is 2.25, so that is actually a pretty decent free-to-play captain ability, and his special will deal 7 times his attack in dex damage to all enemies, and then boost damage to enemies affected by poison status. So that's poison or venom status by 1.3 times for 3 turns. Now, the reason why this guy is actually so good is because it's a really strong conditional boost. Now, characters that give poison status are really just crazy because they are also driven characters, and we'll go ahead and find him real quick. Caesar Clown. Caesar Clown poisons all enemies and boosts driven characters' attack by 1.75 for 2 turns. So this is a perfect combination, bringing Caesar and Hannibal. You can go ahead and use your Caesar to poison the enemies and give your driven characters a boost, and then you can go ahead and use your Hannibal to give yourself a conditional boost. Now obviously this will not work if the enemy has a debuff protector, because the debuff protector will actually protect them from getting poisoned, making Hannibal's conditional boost pointless. But if they don't have a debuff protector, or they only have a delay protector, you can go ahead and bring on your Hannibal to go ahead and give your driven team that much of a boost. Now I did mention as well at the start of the video the different books you can get, so this is actually going to be a great Fortnite for all of you people that do have the CP9 Khalifa from Rare Recruit, the blue character, and also Strongword Luffy. Those are very, very powerful skills. Highly recommend to go ahead and max out those characters. So anyways guys, we're going to end the video off here, so I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smack the like button down below, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that guys, I will see you guys within the next video.